All right, welcome back. Here we're in 10.3, and they required us to go back to 10.2 and grab these two things that we completed in 10.2. So I went grab those two functions. You can go type them in from here if you want, or you can pause, go back, copy, paste. Either way, whatever works. Let me stretch this out to where you can see it a little better. So we've got those. They want us to create a new one. And the new one's going to be rebalance. And essentially, we're rebalancing a tree that is not balanced. So if is balanced returns false, we could then run rebalance and it will balance it, if possible, as best as it can. So let's start out. Rebalances the tree. We're going to have to do a recursive call on this. So let's go ahead and do what we've been doing. Find recurse. And the recurse on this, actually it's not a recurse, we'll call it rebuild. And it's like a recursive, but we're actually rebuilding the whole tree. And to rebuild it, we've got to find out what needs to be the root. And what is the root may not be the root when we get done. Okay. So we're going to have data first and last. I'm going to say if first is less than or equal to last. Come down, and we want to find the midpoint between the two. So this is like a divide and conquer kind of thing in a way. We find out what's in the middle. So we find the smallest value and highest value. And from there, we're going to say mid equals first plus last divide by 2 and round. Okay. After that, I'm going to say self.add the data of the midpoint. And then we're going to come back and call this rebuild. Pass our data first, comma, mid minus 1. Rebuild data, comma, mid plus 1, comma, last. Remember I said it's like divide and conquer. Okay. Come back here and go to level of def rebuild. let's say data equals list self dot in order. This is thing in order. Self dot clear. Rebuild data, comma 0, comma len data, comma -1. Now, that should be sufficient for rebalance. Just going to go through this thing, and if the root was not in the middle, it is now. So, let's say, to test it, run the main on test. It ran. It says it has no attribute in order. Going through it to see place height is balanced. It does not have an in order in it. It's going to be coming off of our inherited. Well, it says we got a problem. Let me go see. Well, so they were saying that down here it says no attribute in order. Well, they said to bring everything from 10.2, and I didn't bring everything. I only brought the stuff that we added down at the tail end. I didn't bring in the stuff from 10.1. So here's that pre-order, in-order, post-order stuff. That has to be there. So this came from 10.2. I just didn't copy the whole thing over. I just copied the tail end of it. So with that said, let's see if that's where the problem lies. No, that's not where the problem lies. Got more. Let me go dig into it again. All right, my problem is down here at the end of rebalance. I got a typo here. It's data and then -1. So rebuild data 0 len -1. So the -1 should not have been in there. Let's see if that was what they wanted. And still it says, nope, that wasn't wanted. I'll go check, see what else. Now it's saying that I've got a typo right here. On line 277, I forgot the D in rebuild. The system's lagging on me. Okay, let's try it again. It's got a problem still. Let's see if I can quickly find out what it is. Go dig and be right back. It took some doing to find, but I've got a typo here in this rebalance. So I should have closed this and then divided by 2. So it's the two of those added together, then divided by 2 and rounded. The other way around, it was last divided by 2. Added to first, so the numbers were off. We run checks, and there we go. So I had a little typo here, that one there, and that little typo here. Those are all resolved. Technically, this probably should be Shift Tab in a little bit. It's indented too much. It didn't have a problem with it though. So with that said, that got us through 10.3. See you 10.4.